Ladies and gentlemen, we want to take a moment here tonight at this ball game to salute a member of our broadcast community and sports community that we have had to say goodbye to this week. Not only a broadcast community member, but also a personal friend, and that's Skip Hickman. Skip passed away this week and leaves behind his wife of 52 years, Patty, his son Greg, and his daughter Tiffany, and his beloved grandchildren Max and Lindsay. And in addition to that, he leaves a big hole in the hearts of many of us, as well as a big space in a lot of areas around the community. Skip was the voice of the Portsmouth Trojans for 38 years. In addition to that, he also worked tirelessly for other areas of the community, including he worked for Notre Dame. He was an official. Skip worked for the Portsmouth City School Board as a member of the board. He was a member of the Masonic Lodge, Aurora number 48. He was the worthy master of that lodge for a long while. In addition to that, Skip put in countless hours with the Trojan Boosters Club and was always available when people needed him for things such as filling in on a PA or helping out or showing up to provide support. It's difficult to say goodbye to Skip, but he would like to make sure that we mention his time on the PA. He also was a broadcaster for WNXT Radio. He hosted the Saturday morning sports line. And in addition to that, broadcast live games. We saw him quite frequently when we at the Zone did Notre Dame games at Spartan Stadium. And in addition to that, Skip and I worked for years in radio together at WPAY Radio in Portsmouth. So a lot of ways, I've known Skip for a lot of years, and there's nobody that knew Skip that didn't really know him, because the Skip that you saw was the Skip that you got. And always ready to leave us with a laugh, and also ready to make sure that we all knew exactly how he felt about something. Again, a father, a grandfather, worked for Glockner's for years, and we want to say special thanks to him for all he's contributed to us over the years. And buddy, it's been great working with you. We at the Zone give you a big salute. Walter Hickman. His name was Skip, and we want to say thanks to him, and we wish you farewell and Godspeed. Skip Hickman. Thanks a lot, buddy. So long. How could you ask for anything better? It's as if the script were written by Hollywood. Two undefeated teams on a picturesque fall night with the stands full of partisans for each of the clubs. Hello, everyone. Tony Lavender along with the Zone Sports team set to bring you tonight's ball game between the undefeated Valley Indians hosting the undefeated Wheelersburg Pirates for the league championship and for all sorts of playoff points. Welcome. We're at Valley High School tonight, and our pregame tonight is presented to you by Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling right here in Lucasville. Donnie licensed in Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia. The Wheelersburg Pirates a record of 8-0 under Coach Rob Woodward in his 7th season, and the Dean of Southern Ohio coaches, Darren Crabtree, with his team coming in with a record of 7-0 and off a bye week. These two teams are in a position to do battle for sole possession of first place in the Southern Ohio Conference Division II. And you see the Pirates there in their white uniforms, the visiting team getting ready to roll out onto the field amongst their cheerleaders. The Valley fans have formed a tunnel on the field along with the Valley band, and things are ready to roll along here at Valley High School. The last time these two teams met was last year. And there you see the Pirates coming out onto the field. Wheelersburg won that contest at Wheelersburg 33-7. The 2 years prior to that, Valley took it in 2013 and 2012, 10-7 and 9-7 in each of those years. So we'll see what happens as the seniors on these clubs are trying to establish their legacy against one of the longtime rivals. Our pregame tonight presented by Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Donnie licensed in Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia. And we're trying to keep it here, waiting for you to see the Valley Indians as they get ready to come out, as the tunnel is losing a little bit of its air over there and kind of going flat just as Valley is showing up on the scene. Almost like some nefarious character gave it a flat tire or something like that. So they'll pump that up, and while they do that, we'll point out that the Valley Indians won the toss and deferred. Wheelersburg will receive, and they'll defend the south goal. The referees for tonight's ball game, Bernie Hensley is the referee. The umpire is Tony Payne. The linesman is Ralph Merritt. The line judge is Larry Mookie. And the back judge is Andy Compliment. And here come the Valley Indians before a partisan crowd at Lucasville.
Hello? Oh, hey, honey. Dinner. Yeah, I got it.
Off the quarterback, 6'2", 190 pounds, and a senior. He's going to send Kenny Williams way out to the right. And up the middle on a fake handoff that had a whole bunch of guys fooled. Brian Rolfe carries it up through there out to about the 45. That'll make it 2nd and 5 for the Valley Indians. Also on the scene with Valley on offense, Sam Basham is the fullback, 5'11", 200-pound senior. Tailback tonight, we'll see both Drew Wolford, 6'1", 235-pound senior, and Blake Howard, 5'11", 165-pound senior. Rolfe's going to take it, and he is going to give it, and no gain there for Basham. He's going to be knocked back just about the original line of scrimmage, and they'll give him actually the benefit of a couple of yards there, so it'll be 3rd down and 8. So thus far, both teams' defenses standing tall. The last 2 times that Valley won this ball game, they were low-scoring affairs. 10-7 in 2013, 9-7 in 2012. Kenny Williams, the 6-foot-tall junior, goes way out to the left. It's Derek Burke way out to the right. And also over there with him is Blake Howard. They're going to toss it underneath, and out of bounds, short of the first down, was Howard. It's going to be 4th down now and about 1 to go for the Valley Indians, as Howard was not quite at the stick where he needed to be to make that turn and catch it. So he just did not step far enough downfield. High school football on the zone is sent your way by All About Air. Brought to you by Bob and Floyd's Tire Service, by Falcon1.net and Minford TV, and by Staker's Drugs downtown in the West Side Center and in Wheelersburg. And before things go any further, there's going to be timeout on the field with 8:33 to go. No score. Back after this.
The Battery Terminal King Chip Womack has made a proclamation announcing the appointment of his new court jester, Will. While Chip is still paying top dollar for old batteries, Jester Will is paying in gumballs when he's in the office.
Infinity Home Healthcare is a family-owned group of caring professionals committed to the overall well-being of our patients. We specialize in letting your loved ones live a normal life at home. Call us today and let our family take care of your family.
Welcome back to Valley High School. There you see the Valley Indians. They have the ball 4th and 1 at the 49-yard line. They're playing the Wheelersburg Pirates. Valley 7-0, Wheelersburg 8-0. SOC Division II opponents. And a whole bunch of playoff points on the line. Valley Division 6, Region 21. Wheelersburg Division 5, Region 17. Let's set that Valley offensive line. The center is Nathan Reel, 6'2", 230. He's a junior. The guards, J.D. Desjardins, 5'10", 205-pound senior. Gavin Yezel, 6-foot-tall, 222-pound senior. The tackles are Blake Brown, 6'3", 224, and Jordan Spradlin, 6'4", 295, both seniors. Valley's going to go for it, and the left tight end, jumped off. Bryce Romanello, and instead on the long count, which was designed to make Wheelersburg jump, instead Valley does. And that's the first penalty of the night. 5 against Valley. And so now Brian Rolfe will drop back to punt. And Wheelersburg will call timeout now with 8:33 to go, back after this.
You've always been able to recognize value. The decisions you make today put you on the road to where you want to be tomorrow. Throughout your life, you've planned and made smart decisions. You deserve State Auto's Prime of Life to protect your home and autos. Find out more about Prime of Life and other State Auto products.
Call Barrett Murphy, your local State Auto Insurance Agency.
Welcome back. There you see the Wheelersburg Pirates. No score in this ball game. Valley's getting ready to punt. Coach Darren Crabtree out vociferously expressing something to referee Bernie Hensley. And he is not a happy camper about whatever it is. The ball now with 4th down and about 6 to go for Valley. Ball is on their own 44-yard line. And so Rolfe, let's see if Rolfe is back to punt. Snap is good. Big rush, and it's away and high and long. Going to be dropped down inside the 15, and it's going to be blown dead there despite a big rush. It's dropped and stopped in there by Derek Burke, and so the punt will give it to Wheelersburg inside their own 15-yard line, where Wheelersburg will have it with 8:21 to go here in the first quarter. Each team's had the ball once now. They're going to mark that ball. They're going to say actually the Wheelersburg 14. And so that's where the Pirates will get the ball, as they're going to send out wide to the left-hand side, Taylor Dorr. They've got 2 men to the right, and they're going to put one of them in motion. That's Burke. And they're going to go on a little counter, and a little counter delay that doesn't go anywhere. Catching it and reacting well was J.T. Ward. J.T. Ward leaped on that, on the little sort of delay draw type thing that went against the flow. So a loss of about 2. As the Pirates will go this time to the left. The throw, and it's going to be off the receiver, off the defender, and into the hands of the receiver. Chasen Burke lucked out on that one because the defender, J.T. Ward, was right there. And so that's going to be a first down for the Pirates. And how they got that was because somebody was smiling at them. So up now to about the 36, the Pirates will have 1st and 10. They're going to try that right side. Good block in that time, out across the 30. So a pickup of about 3. And so that'll make it 2nd down and about 7.5 to go for the Wheelersburg Pirates as you watch high school football on the Zone, presented by Gaddy's Pizza and the Portsmouth Tennis Club. Burke goes in motion left to right. Davis will roll and throw, and he's got his man past the 40. It's Chasen Burke, who was between the deep defenders and the shallow defenders. And for the 2nd time now, Wheelersburg has picked up a first down by way of the pass. And so now they come up with a quick huddle, which we have seen them do several times this year. They come in with a record of 8-0. And they're going to go inside. Nice blocking up inside. Valley closes quickly at the bottom of the pile over there, Gavin Yazell. But a pickup of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 6 for the Pirates, who are getting the word from the bench about what's going to happen. No score yet with 6:38 to go in the first quarter of action. As Davis is going to tuck and go himself, got a good block out on the right side and enough for the first down. And he squirts his way all the way up to midfield. So the third first down of this drive, 2 of them by pass and 1 of them by rush, gives Wheelersburg the ball across midfield and down to the Valley 45-yard line. This time they've got trips to the left. And they're going to put Burke in motion toward that way, and he's hit in the backfield and hit again in the backfield. First on the scene was Ty Stewart. Bryce Romanello finished him off on a big loss on that one. It takes the ball back to the 49-yard line. High school football on the zone sent your way by Pro Pest Control, by the Krispy Kreme Donut Shop, by Weeks Wrecker, by Loot Supply and American Standard Water Heaters, and by Headlines Hair Salon and Merle Norman Cosmetics. And again, Valley responds well to that one. No room for Davis there. So now it's going to be 3rd down and about 14 to go for the Wheelersburg Pirates. The ball just a shade inside the Valley end of the football field with 5:22 to go in quarter number 1 here at Valley High School. A sea of orange and black opposite us, a sea of purple and gold on this side of the field. And once again, in motion, and Davis throws, got a man open, and it's batted away, and again it's caught. And catching it about the 25 and all the way in was Tanner Bivens. Tanner Bivens, a 49-yard reception after the ball was tipped, and it bounced into Bivens' hands. And so Bivens gets the touchdown, and Wheelersburg a couple of times on this drive has really had things fall their way. So at 4:54 they score as Daylor Lewis will step in. Snaps a little high, but it doesn't really matter as it's true. And Wheelersburg leads by the score of 7-0. Back with a kickoff right after this.
Hello? Oh, hey, honey. Dinner. Yeah, I got it.
Well, there you see the Wheelersburg Pirates, who, thanks to some really unusual luck on that drive, managed to put together a 9-play, 86-yard touchdown drive. Lewis's kick makes it 7-0 with 4:54 to go here, as they take about 3.5 minutes to put that baby together. And again, the completion, a 49-yard reception by Bivens after the ball was deflected by a Valley player. And that ball just bounced perfectly into Bivens' hand down, and he scooted down that left sideline. Bryce Romanello, Blake Howard back deep. This game's presented by Desco Federal Credit Union, by the H. Powell Insurance Agency in New Boston, and by Rutman Burnside Realty. Thanks to our sponsors and thanks to you for being there. Lewis is going to step in and kick it as Wheelersburg gets the sway. They get the kick, and the kick is long, and it's going to go out of bounds about the 12 or 13-yard line in front of Bryce Romanello. Flag will be thrown as Wheelersburg really a couple of times on that drive just had things sort of knocked into their hands. And, of course, teams take advantage of that are the ones that get the points. And Wheelersburg did on that 49-yard reception. Our game tonight presented by Goodwill Industries, by Georgian Portraits on 2nd Street, sent your way by Memorial Burial Park in Wheelersburg, and Dempsey's Heating and Cooling. 4:54 to go here in quarter number 1. Valley with their second time with the ball. They'll start things off here. on their own 35. And Howard will scoot on up through there, up to about the 38. Pickup of about 3 or 4. That'll make it second down, and we'll call it 6 yards to go for the Valley Indians. As they are 7-0, Wheelersburg 8-0. The Indians come up. They've had a week off to sort of heal any wounds that they had. Howard and Romanello off to the right. Rolfe gives it the heave, and it's overthrown and picked on the 30-yard line. Shooting it for Romanello, and it's going to be picked down there by Jordan Howard. As Jordan Howard, number 21, intercepts a Brian Rolfe pass. Brian only had been intercepted twice this whole season. And so Wheelersburg takes it again. They've got it on their own 25-yard line. 4:08 to play here in the first quarter. Wheelersburg on the turnover now. Davis will keep it and roll forward to the right, then head up and cut it to about the 30. Davis this year, 51 rushes for 410 yards coming into this ball game. So he's averaging about 8 yards a carry. Got about 4 on that one. Inside give that Valley meets quickly. Jordan Howard, and at the bottom of the pile there coming off things was Ty Stewart. That'll make it third down and 4. This is the down that Wheelersburg has really had fortune with tonight. And Davis is going to take it to the right. He's going to try to leap and go, and nothing doing there. Nobody lets him in on that one, and bringing him down that time. Host, including J.T. Ward. He came up short. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Pirates, who are kind of deep in their own territory. And I suspect they'll have Chasen Burke put the foot to this. And sure enough, Burke will be standing about his own 19. Burke a 33-yard average on the year. He's had 11 punts. Snap, no rush. He has all kinds of time. And he punts it. He thought about maybe giving it a run, and it's going to bounce and take a Wheelersburg bounce way inside the 20, where it's going to be down about the 18-yard line. Nice punt that time by Chasen Burke. And so the Valley Indians will take over after stopping Wheelersburg. 2:27 to go. We're still in the first quarter of action. They're going to mark the ball down on the Valley 17-yard line. High school football on the zone is sent your way by Jason Conley Truck Sales, by William Deaver, attorney at law, by the McKinley Funeral Home here in Lucasville. See William and say, hey, hey, thanks for sponsoring football on the zone. And Rolfe's going to throw it out on the right, and a nice reception, moving forward across the 32 before being brought down by Wyatt Henderson was Blake Howard. It's a first down for Valley. And Rolfe that time, no problem with the passing there as Howard takes it. Howard coming into this game had 23 receptions for 402 yards. Over 800 total yards on the season for Blake Howard. Snaps a little low. Rolfe's going to take it and be caught around the waist in the backfield and bringing him down in there that time. Big stop on the play that time for Wheelersburg by Jared Phillips. No gain. So Phillips brings him down. It'll be 2nd and 10 to go for the Indians. We have 1:55 to play in this first quarter of action. Wheelersburg up, as you can see on your King's Daughters Medical Center Ohio scoreboard, by the score of 7-0. A flanker to the right, a wide receiver to the left, and Rolfe rushed bad, gets away from one, and gets it from the second man as Cooper brings him down way back in the backfield, about the 24-yard line, as Rolfe's not had a great night so far. It's now going to be third down and long distance for Valley, as they're going to have about 19 yards to go for that first down, as the clock continues to run with about 1:10 to go here in the first quarter of action. You're watching high school football on the Zone. The Valley Indians there in your camera picture. Brian Rolfe, the quarterback, number 11. Snapping it to him will be Nathan Reel, the 6'2", 230-pound junior. And Valley wants to take time out to talk about it with 53 seconds to go in the quarter. Wheelersburg ahead by a touchdown. Back after this.
Go nuts for donuts at Krispy Kreme, across from Portsmouth High School.
Coach Crabtree giving his lads some encouragement there with 53 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Wheelersburg leads 7-0. They scored at the 4:54 mark of this quarter on a 49-yard reception by Bivens that capped a 9-play, 86-yard drive, took 3.5 minutes off the clock. Valley finds themselves now 3rd and 19 to go on their own 24-yard line. Valley has used one timeout. Wheelersburg has used 2. Rolfe has been intercepted once and sacked once. And he is pressured again, and he's sacked again. All the way in at full blast in there, inside the 10-yard line. And somebody not picking somebody up there. Another big sack now puts Valley back with 4th down and about 1.5 miles to go from their own 11-yard line. They needed to get out to the 43. So it's going to be 32 yards to go. Rolfe will be punting from his own end zone, and he gets a high and long one that's going to go past midfield, and it will bounce and be left alone by Chasen Burke, and it'll be downed over there by Kenny Williams on the 35-yard line. 2 times in a row now, Wheelersburg has put a rush on the punter, and Rolfe has gotten it away. And this time, Wheelersburg will get the ball in pretty good field position. With 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter, they'll have the ball on their own 35-yard line. As we're in quarter number 1 and you're watching high school football, sent your way by Jason Bentley. Also by Monroe's Frame and Collision, Infinity Home Healthcare of South Webster, and by Portsmouth Cinema 8. Last play of the quarter. Davis has time. Now he's being chased a little bit. He's going to deliver down underneath and finds his man open. As Jordan Howard, the outlet man there, gets all the way out and enough for a first down as he turns lemon into lemonade. Kyle Davis really kept his head about him, and Jordan Howard was just standing over there waiting for an emergency outlet. And so the quarter ends on a Wheelersburg first down by the pass. We're 1/4 of the way home here. Wheelersburg leading 7-0. Back with quarter number 2 right after this.
At Desco, we believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union. We make business loans.
Welcome back. We've just ended the first quarter. Wheelersburg leading 7-0. They will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line as they're still trying to get the sticks straight. The way they had the sticks set up, it was none to go. So now they get it set. They have to go 10 yards, 5 yards deep into the valley, into the football field. Kyle Davis, the quarterback, kept his cool on that last one and delivered that pass, and now he's giving it to the same guy to run with it. And scooting across midfield, Jordan Howard. Coming into this ball game, Jordan Howard, a real workhorse for Wheelersburg with 86 carries for 539 yards as he gets the ball touching the midfield stripe. You're watching high school football on the Zone, sent your way by Holbrook Pharmacy. Brought to you also by the UPS store on 11th Street and all the Zone Country locations of the Portsmouth Public Library. Jordan Howard up through there, picks it up, gets the first down. He's brought down by Sam Basham. Second first down of this drive, one by pass, one by rush. Ball's now on the Valley 43-yard line. Wheelersburg started this drive on their own 35 with 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. Now a little dive play straight ahead to Howard again as he's still on his feet. Nice second effort there by Jordan Howard as he's brought down over there for Valley by J.T. Ward. It'll be second down and about 3 or 4 to go for the Pirates, who are starting to get some momentum developing. Valley stopped them the last time they had the ball. Their lone score came actually after a tip pass that was caught by Biven. Now they go outside to Burke, and he gets stopped short of the first down. It'll be third and very short. Third and 2 for Wheelersburg. Our game tonight sent your way by the Ohio Automotive Group, by Oak Tree Construction, by the Scioto Trail Animal Clinic, and by Rally's Restaurant on Route 52 in Portsmouth. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you for being there. Under center goes Davis. He turns, and he's going to keep it. And nobody around. That busted play is met by a host of Valley Indians. And amongst them in there that time, you could pick on any of them as the hero of the day that time, but we'll say that Blake Brewer, the tackle by him, was probably one of the key ones there. And they don't really knock him back that far, only knock him back about 1, but it'll be fourth down and 2 to go. They're inside the Valley into the field, so they might well go for this from the 35-yard line. They're discussing the situation. They have the lead. Coming out with the info for them is Xander Carmichael, who we saw last week do some scoring. But now Wheelersburg is going to call their final timeout of the half with 9:08 to go in this first half. Back with more after this. There you see the Valley Indians. They have Wheelersburg facing a 4th and 2. They trail in this ball game 7-0 with 9:08 to go in the first half. Our game tonight presented to you by Sideline Pizza on Route 104, just a stone's throw away from here at Valley High School. By the Salvation Army. It's an important time of the year for them. Make it important to you to give to the Salvation Army. And by Osco Industries. Wheelersburg's going for it. 4th and 3. Davis has got everybody in tight. He's got an unbalanced line to the right, and he is going to be scooting forward. He might have it on a follow-through. He was initially hit in the backfield, but he scooted on up, and this may call for a measurement. And it looks like they'll probably get that first down based upon where they have the ball, because it's just right in the exact spot where the stick is sitting. So they'll bring it over to C, and we've got a good view of it here on our camera. Any part of the ball touches the stick, it's a first down. And his second effort is really what had got him that time. And they'll stretch it out, and he got the first down. Third first down of this drive, as that one just barely, as you see, scoots by. So Wheelersburg will get it, as the second effort is what made that one. We're at the 9-minute mark of the second quarter, and the Pirates will have the ball 1st and 10 on the Valley 32-yard line. There you see the Pirates getting some instruction in there. As they come out, Holden Tanner goes wide out to the right. And they're going to keep it to the left with Davis. He gets through. He's got a first down and a little bit more before he's brought down over there that time by J.T. Ward, who's having a workout tonight. As we mentioned earlier, Davis coming into this ball game had carried the ball 51 times for 410 yards and has scored 10 TDs. So the Pirates, who've now had this ball for a little more than 3.5 minutes, started on their own 35-yard line. Davis has done the bulk of the work here. And they're going to give it that time to his halfback, and coming forward to it is Howard, and Howard will scoot his way down to about the 10 or 12-yard line. And so that'll make it second and about 2 or 3 yards to go with the ball set on the 13 or 14-yard line here. We're at Valley High School with high school football, SOC Division II action coming your way. Wheelersburg Pirates and the Valley Indians. There are the Pirates as they come out. And as they set, Davis has 2 men out to the right. And Davis is going to roll through the center and try to get up through heavy traffic. And he's not finding much joy in there as he was stopped on the play by Sam Basham. So it'll now be 3rd down and 4 to go for Wheelersburg, but they are in 4-down territory here, ladies and gentlemen. Ball on the 14-yard line. 3rd and 4, they have to get to the 10. Davis brings everybody in close. Backs in an I. He gives to his tailback, and there's room, and then some, still on his feet inside the 5 is Jordan Howard, who was stopped short of the goal, and bringing him down short of the goal was Brian Rolfe. Brian Rolfe with a touchdown-saving tackle, but it's still another rushing first down. 4 of them on this out of the 5 they've received have been on the ground on this trip down the field. So now 1st and goal from basically just inside the extra point distance. So they've got 4 chances to jam it. Straight ahead dive play. Howard on the dive, straight through, makes it. And with 6:18 to go, the clock hadn't stopped yet. Okay, 6:15 to go. Wheelersburg scores again. And that would be Jordan Howard. A 3-yard run. As Lewis will try the extra point. It's good. So as they come back up the field, Wheelersburg 14, Valley nothing. Back with the kickoff right after this. Coming.
Nearly 70 years and 3 generations experience under our belt, we can proudly declare we were here for you yesterday, we will be here for you tomorrow.
Wheelersburg really eats up some clock there. 5 minutes, 48 seconds, an 11-play, 65-yard drive. Jordan Howard in from 3 yards out. Daylor Lewis's kick is good. And Wheelersburg leads now with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second period by the score of 14-0. As we look at recent scores in this series, when Valley has won the last 5 years, it's been a low-scoring affair. When Wheelersburg has won, it's been a high-scoring affair. Last year, Wheelersburg 33-7. When Wheelersburg won in 2011, it was 37-29. Wheelersburg won in 2010, it was 42-20. In 2009, it was 41-14. 2008, 34-3. 2007, 40-0. So if Wheelersburg historically is playing any kind of game here, the higher the game score is, the more likely it is the Pirates will be the one on top. That ball is going to be bounced. Romanello is going to pick it up. He's up to the 15, still on his feet, out across the 25, and he flips it, and he's going to lateral it, and it's going to go to his teammate, and all the way down the field.
Hello? Oh, hey, honey. Dinner. Yeah, I got it.
Part of that credit, as with 6:04 to go, Valley has cut the score to 1 touchdown. Wheelersburg 14, Valley 7. And things have gotten kind of fired up here on the old Valley football field. You're watching high school football on the Zone, sent your way by OPA, Heroes and More on 11th Street. Smith Drugs with 3 locations to serve you. Binford, downtown, and in South Webster. By your hometown university, Shawnee State University. And by all the Zone Country locations of the Sunspot Tanning Salon. Going to be placed down. Rolfe will be doing the kicking. More and more we see the teams come up with the threat of the little short kick. And the responding team always gathers close, kicks a line drive, going to be picked up on the 20 and taking it forward and still on his feet, finally out to about the 32 was Keaton Newsom. So Keaton Newsom picks it up and takes it back. 5:58 to go here in the first half of play, and Wheelersburg will have the ball on their own 35-yard line. High school football on the Zone is sent your way by Stoltz Pharmacy, Greenup, Flatwoods, and in Wheelersburg, by the Battery Terminal in Ashland, and by the Kennel Lodge at 7th and Market Streets in Portsmouth. Here come the Pirates now. Man in motion and a halfback pass, and Chasen Burke is open, but the ball is way beyond him. Burke was covered closely by Brian Rolfe as Jordan Howard let that baby fly. And let me grab my Wheelersburg stats here and see if he's tried that this year before. As Howard had it and let her fly, I'll get my stats here and have a look. Coach Rob Woodward sent me the season stats. We appreciate him doing that. And Howard had not thrown a pass this year. And up to about the 40-yard line. Being stopped over there and dropped by Heath Greathouse, and also at the bottom of the pile, J.T. Ward. So now it'll be 3rd down and 5 to go for Wheelersburg. as the Pirates, with 5:27 to go, are out of timeouts in this half. Two guys out to the right, one man out to the left. Senior Kyle Davis throws on the left, and he's got a man wide open on that play. It's going to be picked up by Jake Darnell, and he is going to go downfield inside the 30 of Valley. 6-foot-tall senior Jake Darnell coming into this ball game had 8 catches for 177 yards and 2 touchdowns, and there he adds a bunch that time. That was a lengthy reception. First down by way of the pass. Gets all the way down to the Valley 28. So 28, 39, 11, 20, 31, about 33-yard reception by Darnell. I'm doing that off the top of my head, folks, so don't hold me to that. But for the first down, Darnell catches that one and rolls on down inside Valley territory. Backs are in an eye, as you can see. They're going to give it to the tailback. That's Howard, who gets inside the 25 before he's dropped down in there by Gavin Yezel, but we've got a hanky on the field. It's going to be against Wheelersburg. So that play will go for naught. Going to step back 10. Back out to the Valley 37 yards down to the 19. They got about 18 to go. Davis has time. He throws. He's got a man open again, and it's broken up. Down there on the play on the defense that time was Blake Howard. Blake Howard breaks that baby up, and he was running step for step with Burke. Howard does a nice breakup on the job. 4:27 to go. The clock stops. As that pass was bound for the end zone. And in motion, and giving it to the motion man is Howard, and he's going to come up to about the 33-yard line, but that's way short of the first down. It'll now be 3rd down and long for the Pirates. Ball on the 32, and they have to get down to the, 18-yard line. 4:04 to go here in the first half. High school football on the zone, sent your way by the Goodwin Group, your ADT dealer. Also brought to you by Wagner Rental and Supply and by the folks at the Wheelersburg Cinema. Fake to Burke. And a little screen, and that's going to be picked. Going to be picked. And coming up with it is Gavin Yezel. Lineman's dream. Gavin Yezel intercepts as he was covering it right. And he was right in the midst of things. Play in his position. And Valley gets the ball with 3:44 to go here in this first half of play. And they've got the ball on their own 35-yard line. So the turnover, the 6'2", 260-pound senior on senior night here at Valley gets a chance to take a bow. Ball's loose. Roth still will stumble forward for a yard or two. Kept his cool on things, stayed on his feet. So it'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 9 to go, pretty close to 8. As you watch high school football on the zone, sent your way by Alice Cohen Real Estate. Also brought to you by J.D. Niddle and everybody at Dean Niddle and Son. And also sent your way by Steve Conley at Money Concepts. Rolfe quickly over on the right side. He's got a man who's got the first down. Moving out through there and on his way over was Blake Howard. He's brought down over there that time by Clint Hatfield, and it's a Valley first down. And so 1st and 10 for Valley, a couple of yards away from midfield. Clock down now to 3 minutes. Valley has 2 timeouts left in the half. Wheelersburg has none. And Wheelersburg sends Sam Hall off the field too late, so that'll be against the Pirates, as they'll call them for an illegal substitution or something along those lines. Sam Hall was just jogging off. Yep, illegal substitution. And so that'll cost them 5, and it'll make it now 1st and 5 instead of 1st and 10. And the ball's inside the Wheelersburg end of the football field on the 47-yard line. 2:49 to play in half number 1. Rolf's going to send trips to the left. Romanello's the tight end on the right. And Romanello jumped again. That's the second time tonight he's done that. And that's going to cost him that $5 back. And the officials dropped the flags. The officials are probably going to call this against Valley. Yes, they will call that against Valley. Romanello clearly jumped, and of course everybody points fingers when that happens. So as we said a few minutes ago, it's still 1st and 10. A penalty either way. 5 for Valley and 5 for Wheelersburg. Makes it right where it was when we started trying to get this play off. 1st and 10. The Indians, down by 7, have the ball on their own end of the football field now. Trips left still. Rolf pump fakes, got it in the middle, and it's almost intercepted into the hands of Clint Hatfield. Hatfield, 6'1", 185-pound junior, had his hands on it and couldn't hang on or let loose of it. Either way, the clock stops. It'll be 2nd and 10, 2:24 to go. As you watch high school football unfold here on the Zone, sent your way by King's Daughters Medical Center, Ohio, by Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, who will bring you our halftime report, and by the Scioto Trail Animal Clinic. And you can see again Valley having trouble hanging on to that football. And Rolf once again has to recover, still manages to squeeze a yard out of it, but now they're in 3rd and long with the clock running, and we're at the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Valley does have 2 timeouts. Wheelersburg has none. Valley will get the ball to start the second half. Trips to the right. Wide receiver out to the left. And they're going to fake it and go downfield and hit as he throws. And that one is incomplete. Well, now they're going to, as it hit the ground, Rolf hit as he let that baby fly. As Wheelersburg's line has had a heck of a good time getting in there tonight. Coach Crabtree was expecting them to put a bunch of guys up in the box, but boy, they have been coming hard. And so now with 10 seconds left on the play clock, Rolf will call for the snap, and he's going to take too long. They'll get a penalty for delay of game, and Rolf asking why in the world we didn't snap that baby. So now it'll be 4th and 14 for Valley on another penalty. That's 10 on this drive. Started this drive on their own 35, and they've moved the ball now to the 44. Dropping back deep for Wheelersburg is going to be Jordan Howard, always dangerous. Ryan Rolf has punted for a 38-yard average this year. Again, he gets it away, a nice high, long punt. That's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. And with 1:29 to go, Wheelersburg will get the ball on their own 20-yard line. So Wheelersburg, with no timeouts left on the clock, will run their two-minute drill. And while they do that, we want to remind you that tonight's game is sent your way by Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling, who bring you our pregame and our wrap-up tonight. Also brought to you by Toro Loco, who present the defensive player of the game, and Compass Community Health Center will present our player of the game award. So the Pirates will come up. They're going to send a pair of guys on either side. And Davis is going to give it inside, and Valley doesn't fall for that for very long. And bringing it up through there and bringing him down that time to about the 25. Wheelersburg, of course, all season has gone a lot without the huddle. Same formation. And a pump fake, and Davis keeps it and runs smack dab into a bunch of Valley players. And over on the bottom of the pile over there for Valley was Blake Brewer. Blake Brewer, the first man to make contact. As the clock now down to 42 seconds, it'll be third down and about 5. Valley still has 2 timeouts, and I suspect we'll get one if this play doesn't go. Again, a pair on either side. Now the clock down to 25 seconds. And they're going to go to Burke. And Burke slips. His feet, the tackle on that play was made by Chasen Burke's feet. And Valley does not call timeout as the clock ticks down. Now the official calls because of the injury as Burke is kind of limping off over there. So it'll be fourth down for Wheelersburg, and it looks like the clock is just going to run out to end the half here. And now they'll roll the clock with 8 seconds to go. And Wheelersburg can stand around with 19 seconds on the play clock, and so at the half. We are halfway home, and Wheelersburg leads Valley in the Battle of the Unbeatens, 14-7. Back with the Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine halftime report right after this.
Welcome to Kennel Lodge of Portsmouth. Kennel Lodge is a complete pet boarding facility that creates a family stay environment that includes luxurious style kennels, a huge outdoor play area, and the daily care your pets deserve. Leanne and Kevin Abner include a staff that truly understands everything that your pets need, from grooming, the HydroSurge bathing process, and of course, the element of love. Located at 7th and Market Street in Portsmouth, call 353-9804. The next time you need pet boarding and care, they make your pets feel like they're on vacation too.
Telephone and TV, real people who love this community. They're your one-stop shop on that you can bet. They bundle TV, phone, and high-speed internet. Affordability, dependability, just try and you will see. The local choice, the best choice, Minford Telephone and TV. The local choice, the best choice, Minford Telephone and TV.
A night of family entertainment awaits you at the Portsmouth Cinema 8. We're always improving. More games, better movies, delicious concessions, online ticket sales, and updates on Facebook as well. To make your experience better, we now have all 8 theaters in digital DLP with Dolby Surround Sound. Plus, you can watch your next digital 3D movie here. All the entertainment you need at Portsmouth Cinema 8. Movies will never be the same again. The library isn't just a source for books anymore. We are activities. We are local history and genealogy. We are entertainment. We are DVDs and books on CD. We are online. We are education. We are mobile. We are everywhere. We are still books and reading. We are here for our community. We are here for you.
We are the Portsmouth Public Library.
I love the library.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Howell Insurance Agency, serving you for over 75 years. Welcome back to Valley High School. Tonight's game between the Wheelersburg Pirates and the Valley Indians is at halftime, and Wheelersburg leads by the score of 14-7. As always, our halftime report presented by Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. On Kinney's Lane in Portsmouth, don't forget the sports clinics Saturday morning at 9 o'clock at Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. On the field right now, you see the Valley Indians band. Before, you were watching the Wheelersburg Pirate Marching Band. Here at halftime, the halftime stats, thanks to Chris Sloan from the Portsmouth Daily Times. In the first half, first downs, Wheelersburg had 11, Valley had 2 rushes. Wheelersburg rushed the ball 28 times for 45 yards, not a very big average, a little less than 2 yards a carry. And Valley was 8 rushes for 13 yards, likewise a little less than 2 yards a carry. In the passing department, Wheelersburg was 5 out of 8 for 117 yards, and they were intercepted once. And the Indians were 3 out of 6 for 33 yards. They were intercepted once. Total yardage in the first half, Wheelersburg 162 yards, Valley 46 yards. Penalties, Wheelersburg penalized twice for 14, Valley 3 times for 15. Wheelersburg having a much better bit of luck on third down conversion, and we talked to you earlier about the extent of the luck we're talking about. A couple of times tip balls were caught and first downs were converted. Wheelersburg was 3 out of 8 on third down conversions and 1 out of 1 on fourth down conversions. Valley 0 of 3 on third down conversions. In the time of possession, Wheelersburg had the ball for 17 minutes and 15 seconds in that first half, as Valley had the ball 9 minutes and 40 seconds, so almost double the possession time for the Wheelersburg Pirates over the Valley Indians, and the score is doubled right now. At halftime, Wheelersburg leads by the score of 14-7. You're watching the Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine halftime report. We'll be back with more from Valley High School right after this. Back to Valley High School, where the score at halftime is Wheelersburg 14 and Valley 7. And in other stats from the first half, punting-wise, punting game, Wheelersburg punted twice for 40.5-yard average, Valley 3 times for a 50-yard average. That's pretty good. As far as the receiving is concerned, Wheelersburg with Bivens with 1 for 49, Darnell 1 for 49, Burke 2 for 26, and Howard 1 for 21. For Valley, they have Howard with 2 kickoff returns for 85 yards, including the big touchdown return. Other stats including Whitley a sack and Cooper a sack for Wheelersburg, as we've had 2 sacks in the ball game tonight. You're on the Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine halftime report, and a brief recap of what went on in the first half. As we started the ball game off, each team had to punt. Then Wheelersburg took the ball at 8:21 to go in the first on their own 14. Put together a 9-play, 86-yard drive that included 3 first downs, 2 by pass and 1 by the rush. capped by a 49-yard reception by Bivens for the touchdown that was really a deflected ball that he caught. He scooted in, and that 3.5-minute drive resulted in Wheelersburg being ahead at 4:54 the first quarter by the score 7-0. Valley took the ensuing kickoff on their own 35, and they were intercepted. Wheelersburg got that ball on their own 25-yard line and was unable to convert. They punted. Valley punted, although they did get a first down out of that set. And then with 3 seconds to go in the first quarter, Wheelersburg started on their own 35-yard line, carried it over into the second quarter, put 5 first downs together, including 4 on the ground. An 11-play, 65-yard drive that used 5 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock. Jordan Howard, a 3-yard run, gave Wheelersburg a 14-0 lead at 6:15 to go in the half. Valley came right back on the ensuing kickoff. Bryce Romanello took the ball about his own 15-yard line. A few yards up the field, he was set to be tackled, and he passed the ball to Jordan Howard, and to Blake Howard, and he scooted the ball all the way down the left-hand side, crossed the goal line with basically a touchdown drive that was 11 seconds long. And Valley scored for their points as they trail here at halftime by the score of 14-7, and that's pretty much the way it looks on the Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine halftime report. We'll have other things that we're going to talk about on the Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine report when we return to Valley High School right after this.
Peter 10:17.
Ruth 2:11.
James 11:9.
When I was hungry.
When I was lost.
When I was stoned.
You gave me help.
Faith.
Joy.
You gave me a chance. Amanda 4:6. When I was saved.
Your holiday donations to the Salvation Army make change all year long.
Halftime, you're watching the Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine halftime report. At midfield, you see the team captains coming out. Valley won the toss and deferred in the first half, so we're going to presume that Valley will take the ball here to start the second half, down by only 1 touchdown. And we'll see what they do as far as which goal they'll defend. Want to remind you once again, the referee in the white hat there is Bernie Hensley. The umpire is Tony Payne. Linesman is Ralph Merritt. The line judge is Larry Mookie, and the back judge is Andy Compliment. It looks like to start the half, Wheelersburg will be defending the north goal. Valley will be defending the south goal, and they'll receive to start this second half of action. Quick look at the stats again. Wheelersburg with touchdowns coming from Jordan Howard and also by Tanner Bivens. Valley's touchdown by Blake Howard. And that's the way we are here at halftime. Wheelersburg with a time of possession of 17-15. Valley with a possession time of 9:40. Wheelersburg converting 3 of 8 in third downs, 1 of 1 in fourth. Valley 0 of 3 on conversion. So one of the things Valley has to do is establish some consistency here in this second half. We'll be back with the start of half number 2 when we return to Valley High School after this short pause.
I knew I wanted to do some sort of engineering when I first started, and I saw the plastics program. I just fell in love with it. I like to think things through and solve problems. It's so interesting. I actually want to work in the design part of it, from an idea to an end project. There's something for everybody here, I think.
The background I had at Shawnee State has made an impact on what I do now. They gave real-world experience. There's opportunities for graduates to start before they graduate. It's not just trial and error, it's applied knowledge.
With the second half, Wheelersburg leading at halftime by the score of 14-7. Valley will get the ball and they'll defend the goal to our right. Valley in the purple jersey, white football pants and purple headgear. Wheelersburg in the orange football helmets They're in the white jerseys and the white football pants. Our football game's halftime report has been presented to you by Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Center, located on Kenny's Lane in Portsmouth. Don't forget the athlete clinic Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock. And queuing it up is Daylor Lewis. Lewis, just a junior, 5'7", 170-pounder, has continued to improve as he's only missed 2 extra points this year. Back deep, Valley will wait his kick, and it's going to be a shorty as they're going to try to go for the out of bounds. Let me see what happens and see who's got it. Valley has got it, the quick signal. As the end-over-ender, Lewis let that baby fly, and it was handled over there, then finally recovered on the play, and bringing it up for the Valley Indians was Dylan Howard. Dylan Howard brings it in, and that's where Valley will get the ball following that handling of the ball on their own 34-yard line. So Valley with the ball. 11:58, only 2 seconds gone out of this half, and the Indians have got to establish some consistency and pound some first downs out in order to continue in this ball game. Rolfe has had problems tonight, but he has time now. Now it kind of breaks down, and he's going to run with it. And he was carrying that ball kind of like a loaf of bread, but he does manage to get forward and is stopped just across the 40-yard line. So a nice pickup for Rolfe, making the best of a bad situation. It'll be 2nd down and 3 to go as this second half is underway. Sent your way by King's Daughters Medical Center, Ohio, by Ohio Pest Control, by Jason Conley Truck Sales, by William Deaver, attorney at law, and by J.D. Niddle and everybody at Dean Niddle and Sons, Franklin and Robinson in Portsmouth. Man in motion, that's Basham. And no room there for Howard, who's still on his feet. And finally, he's wrestled down over there for Wheelersburg by Jeremy Cooper. And so a loss of a little bit on that play will put the ball down on the 38-yard line. So now it'll be 3rd down and about 6 to go for the Valley Indians. And so the Indians, again with 3rd down, they were 0 out of 3 on 3rd down conversions in half number 1. Rolfe's going to send a pair of guys out to the right side. And again, big pressure from Wheelersburg, and Rolfe is unable to make anything out of that. Wheelersburg has been pushing the guys in there all night long and not giving Rolfe any time to think at all. Keaton Newsom in on the tackle, makes it 4th down for Valley, and once again they fail to convert on a 3rd down try. So Brian Rolfe will kick it off, or punt it rather. Jordan Howard's going to drop way back as Howard notices that Rolfe averaged over 50 yards a punt in the first half. The kick is long, and it's going to be fielded on the 10. Howard turns and moves forward across the 20. He's out to about the 30, so a nice 20-yard return. There's going to be a flag thrown in late. So a late flag is going to be thrown as a 20-yard return by Howard. And we'll see what transpires here as we call an illegal block against Wheelersburg. So that'll be a penalty against the Pirates. Illegal block will give them the ball instead of on the 30, on just outside the 20-yard line. We have 9:33 to go here in this 3rd quarter of play. Wheelersburg's first shot this half, and whistle, 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 whistle. Wheelersburg quick on the timeout there. So there's timeout with 9:32 to go in the 3rd. Back after this.
The sun is always shining at Sunspot Tanning Salons. We are your #1 source for that deeper, darker, lasting tan And not just during summer, all year long. Our high-tech equipment gives you that perfect coloring by offering quality tanning in a clean, cool, and controlled environment for everyone from beginners and beyond. Excellent up-to-date products and various locations with convenient hours. You won't have to wait for the sun to look fine.
Welcome to the Sun Spot, where the sun always shines.
All three of their timeouts with 9 minutes to go in that first half. They've used one early on here now, 2.5 minutes into the half, but they still have 2 left. Quarterback is Kyle Davis. He sets his club and takes the snap himself. And he is not going to find a whole heck of a lot there as he's stopped on the play by Gavin Yazell. And so a pickup of a pair on the play will make it 2nd down and 8. High school football on the zone is sent your way by All About Air. Also brought to you by the Goodwin Group, your ADT contractor and servicer, and by Dan Cassidy and the folks at Barrett and Murphin Insurance. Little draw play to Howard, and he cuts around the ends, got room, got the first down. Looked like somebody had him in their grasp, and he scooted on out like he had grease on him. So a first down for Wheelersburg on the ground. And so they move up now to about the 34-yard line. It looked like Howard was going to be caught on that and just kept on scooting. 8:45 to go here in quarter number 3. And a fake and a toss. Davis has got a man way beyond everybody. Caught about the 30-yard line and practically skipping into the end zone for Wheelersburg, Taylor Dorr. Taylor Dorr all alone. He could have put up a folding chair and waited for that one. Pass, and I am not sure where exactly that ball started on that one, but it went about 19 miles. And so a big, big catch for Dorr. And whistle, 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 flag, flag, flag. Nonetheless, Dorr was way beyond the defense. He was 10 yards beyond the nearest guy. And so with 8:36 to go here, Wheelersburg puts together a 57-second drive. Began on their own 20. And so Daylor Lewis now will kick the ball placed from the 15. It'll be a 25-yard extra point attempt. We saw him sink a 39-yard extra point attempt last week. And that one is, they go back up the field, no good. It's Wheelersburg 20 and Valley 7. Back after this, we'll have the kickoff.
This is my business. I'm the owner and sole proprietor.
I only have one other employee, Chester.
It's a romantic notion. Be the boss, but you are alone.
Well, not technically alone.
I do have a lot of help, actually.
My UPS store.
I had this printed there. Packing, shipping, help.
Outstanding.
Toasters.
I have a mailbox there.
Best thing, they're right down the street.
The owner's a friend.
I got the account.
My team.
Yes! Careful now.
Welcome back to Valley High School. Apparently the kick by Daylor Lewis was good. They put the other point on the field. We did, several of us up here in the press box did not see a signal from the official.
Correction on a previous score.
So,
Chesapeake 14, Ironton 7.
So it's 21-7 now. Wheelersburg in the lead with 8:36 to go here in the third quarter. Big OVC game tonight. Chesapeake Panthers and the Ironton Tigers. As that one's running close. We had an earlier score that said Ironton was pounding the heck out of Chesapeake, but apparently it's a lot closer. So it's like one score at halftime. And so the Pirates will kick it off. Lewis approaches the ball, and this one, he tries the onside kick, and it's picked up by Lewis. And Wheelersburg got that ball as Lewis let her fly, and so the onside kick. And so the onside kick is recovered by Daylor Lewis, recovering his own kick. And so Wheelersburg takes over right quick, and with a 2-touchdown lead, they have the ball again a yard inside the Valley into the football field. 8:35 to go here in the third quarter as Wheelersburg has poured it on the aggressiveness here in this second half. A short kick and then an onside kick, and they're going to go to the tailback. And Howard has room, and he cuts it loose on the left. He is heading his way down that side, and he's cutting loose, and he's going to be stopped by Brian Rolfe about the 3. As Jordan Howard goes down for 46 yards. As Wheelersburg has really come out aggressively in this second half. And as I mentioned earlier in the ball game, the years that Wheelersburg wins this game, they score a lot of points. And the years that Valley wins, Valley holds them down. So Wheelersburg knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Ball marked actually on the 4-yard line. There's Howard, he's got a lot of room. Touchdown, Wheelersburg. 4-yard TD by Jordan Howard. As straight ahead blocking on a little dive play. With 7:57 to go here in the third quarter. And Wheelersburg has pounded on some points here in a relatively short period of time. Daylor Lewis, Taylor Dorr will hold. And the kick is good. So as they come back up the field, now Wheelersburg all of a sudden up by 21, 28-7. Back with the kickoff right after this.
2 for the 7:30, please.
Enjoy the movie. It's a lot cleaner. Yeah, they actually cycle movies faster here.
The bassoon look like a box of chocolates.
Have you seen a really big snake? I hate snakes.
None shall pass.
Wheelersburg Cinema, still bringing movies to life.
Wheelersburg with a 56-second drive. Their last drive was 57 seconds. A 2-play, 49-yard drive following the onside kick. Wheelersburg had just scored 57 seconds before that. And now they have piled on 14 points in a relatively short period of time. From the 9:33 mark when they first got it, down here to 7:57. That's 2 minutes and 36 seconds that they've used to score 2 touchdowns. And this time, Valley on top of the ball. It's going to be fallen on and recovered over there for the Valley Indians by Kenny Williams. And Valley will take over here in this 7:55 range after they have been stung twice quickly by Wheelersburg. They'll get the ball on their own 49, which is where Daylor Lewis recovered that last kick. So the Indians come out now. Romanello wide out to the left. They're going to go and off to Howard on the left. Blake Howard cuts away from one, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and finally is downed over there by Gabe Whitley. A net on that play of about 2 after he ran about 25 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 to go for Valley, just a yard now inside the Wheelersburg end of the football field. Howard had to work hard for that one. Valley next week versus Minford. Minford 4-4 going into tonight's game. There's a big block for Sam Basham. Nice blocking by the right side of the Valley line that time, and he gets down to about the 42, where it'll be 3rd down and inches. Well, by the time they mark it, it's 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1 for Valley. If they convert, this will be their first 3rd down conversion of the night. Ball is loose, and Rolfe gets it, and he's going to be very close to the 1st down. Valley has had a hard time getting a hold of that ball on the center exchange. And the way they place it, it's going to be very close to 4th down. And if you look at it, it is short by about a foot. So Valley still hasn't converted a 3rd down play tonight. So Valley down 28-7, 3 touchdowns with 6:16 to go. That last play, Rolfe had plenty of time, but the ball was not firm in his hand. This time Blake Howard, and whistle, had a nice block there on the right side, and they called timeout, and they had it made. So Valley calls timeout with 6:06 to go. Back after this. Our ball game tonight, sent your way by Falcon1.net and Minford TV. Also by all the Zone Country locations of Wagner Rental and Supply, Stoltz Pharmacy, Greenup, Flatwoods, and Wheelersburg. And by Sideline Pizza on Route 104 here north of Lucasville. Also want to say thanks to Pro Pest Control, one of our sponsors, and by Oak Tree Construction. We appreciate our sponsors. Here's the situation. Valley has a 4th and 1 on the Wheelersburg 42-yard line. They called timeout just as the play was developing. The backs are in an I. They got a flanker off, and they're going to go the same play. And this time, Wheelersburg comes in close and may have stopped him this time, as Newsom puts all of his bulk in there, and we'll see what happens there. 320 pounds. And it looks like Wheelersburg has held them. So Valley unable to convert a 3rd or a 4th down all night so far. Had they not called timeout, they already had the 1st down made. And so now Wheelersburg is going to take over with 5:58 to go. They have had good luck at using the clock, and the ball's on their own 41-yard line. They're going to give it to the fullback. Xander Carmichael's going to pick up 1 or 2. As Wheelersburg now seems to be content to try to grind it out a little more, as they have most of their success tonight on the ground. In that first half, Wheelersburg doing well on the ground, but even better in the air. As far as excitement was concerned, because they had some big things going. And again, they're going to fake and go on the counter. Newsom across the 1st down stick and out of bounds in Valley territory as he headed right for the stick. And that'll be a 1st down for the Pirates on the ground. And so the Pirates in Valley territory now, 3 yards deep in there. As they used the ball over 17 minutes of that first half, And they're going to pitch to Howard on the tailback, and he is driving through down to about the 41 or 2 yard line. 162 total yards. They only got 45 rushing in that first half, 117 in the air. But in this half, it looks like right at this moment they are going to be pretty content to keep moving the ball. We have 5:02 to go in the third quarter. 41-yard line of the Valley Indians. Second down and about 4 to go. They've got a wingman off to the left. And they're going to give it to Carmichael as Davis instead fakes to him, takes outside, comes up short of the stick, but it'll be third and short. Stopped by Sam Basham. It'll be 3rd and 2. High school football on the zone sent your way by Boland's Mini Mart on Route 52 in West Portsmouth, by Bob and Floyd's Tire Center at 12th and Chillicothe Street, and also brought to you by the Krispy Kreme Donut Shop, Gallia and Waller Streets in Portsmouth. High back with a wing, and they're going to go to Carmichael. Carmichael moves forward, has the first down. So 2 on this drive that began on their own 41-yard line, as now they are inside Valley's 35 down to about the 33. And continuing to use the clock with 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Out to the left-hand side goes Keaton Newsom as a wing. The backs remain in an eye. Give it to Carmichael. And he's going to be hit and dropped real quick over there. As quick on the scene for Valley that time came in J.D. Jarnett and brings him down. It'll now be second down and about 6 to go, maybe 5. The Wheelersburg Pirates sitting on top of a lead here at 28-7. Our game brought to you tonight by all the Zone Country locations of the Desco Federal Credit Union, including here in Lucasville and in Wheelersburg. There's Jordan Howard. He gets down to about the 25 before he's grabbed and yanked down over there. And as he is brought down over there, he picks up enough to make it third down and about 2 to go. Wheelersburg inside the 30, down between the 25 and 26-yard line. This time they've got a wingman to the right. Backs set side by side, and they're going to fake, and Davis has room. He's going to take it enough for the first down as he's squeezed away from one guy at the bottom of the pile over there, and taking him down that time was DeJarnette. But it is a first down for Davis. Third first down of this drive. All of them coming on the ground. They now have 2 minutes and a half to go in this third quarter. So Wheelersburg on top in a game sent your way tonight by Scioto Trail Animal Clinic, by Rallies on Route 52. And to the tailback they go, and not much room there, but falling forward is Howard. He's stopped in there that time for Valley by J.T. Ward. It'll be second down and about 6 or 7 to go inside the 20-yard line of the Indians. Game tonight sent your way by Monroe's Frame and Collision, by Jason Bentley, your Midland agent, by Goodwill Industries, by Stephanie down at Georgian Portraits on 2nd Street in Portsmouth, and also sent your way by Infinity Home Healthcare in South Webster. And on the counter, there they go to Newsom, and Newsom is going to be bulldogged down over there as he's pulled down to the ground by Sam Basham. It'll be third down and about 5 to go for Wheelersburg. And remember, Daylor Lewis is capable of kicking a field goal from this distance. So should Wheelersburg go for 3, it'd be 31-7. A 24-point lead. Full tight end play Backs in an eye. Howard is going to scoot down and be a little bit short of that first down, I believe. The bottom of the pile there for Valley on the play was Paul Brogdon, Gavin Yazell. So now 4th down, about 2. I would think that they might want to send Daylor Lewis out here. And let's see what they do. And play clock down to 12. Ball on the 12. 4th and about a smidge. Baxter in an eye. Wingman on the right. Going to keep it. Davis has got it, and he's got enough for the first down, it looks like. Davis is going to be stopped there, and on the stop is Romanello and also Yazell. And it's a first down for the Pirates. Every one of these 4 first downs on this drive has come on the ground. With 10 seconds to go in the quarter and the clock rolling, that's the way it'll be at the end of the 3rd, with Wheelersburg up 28-7. Back with quarter number 4 right after this. There you see the Valley Indians discussing their situation, which is this. They're at the start of the 4th quarter, and the Wheelersburg Pirates lead them 28-7. The Pirates will have the ball first down and 10 to go, and the ball will be sitting on the Valley 11-yard line. So Valley will be able to Wheelersburg will be able to get a first down without getting a touchdown. So they've got 4 cracks at it, and then if they get the first down, they'd be inside the 1 and have 4 cracks at it from there. They started this drive on 5:58 of the 3rd quarter. And now as they start the 4th quarter, they've already had this ball for 5 minutes and 58 seconds. As ball control has been the name of their game tonight. So 1st and 10, they're going to send Bivens and also Newsom way out to the right. On the left-hand side goes Jordan Howard, and he goes in motion. They're going to give it to him, and as he's going to cut up and be tripped up just inside the 10-yard line, and stopping him over there that time was Derek Burke. So it'll be 2nd and 9, maybe 8 to go as he picks up a couple. Just underway here in quarter number 4. High school football on the zone, sent your way by the H. Powell Insurance Company in New Boston. Also brought to you by the Portsmouth Cinema 8, by the Salvation Army. Remember them as they take care of folks this time of year. Carmichael is going to be upended in there. Lots of Valley Indians in there, and included amongst them in there was excuse me.
At the Indian. Connection 3rd and 7. Wheelersburg at the Indian 8.
Sam Basham. 3rd down and about 7 or 8 to go for the Pirates. Play clock down to 12 as they take their sweet time working out of the huddle instead of the hurry up one. They send Tanner Holden way out to the right side. There's a man in the slot over there. They're going to go straight ahead with Davis faking. He's heading for the line, and he's in. 8-yard run by Davis as he fakes to Carmichael. Kyle Davis rode that ball up in Carmichael's belly on what would look like an old straight-ahead belly series give to the fullback. And Davis takes it in from 8 yards out, and Wheelersburg now up 34-7. 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in this ball game. As Lewis's kick is long enough and good And as they come back up the field, Wheelersburg now leads by the score of 35-7. Back with the kickoff right after this.
At Desco, we believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union. We make business loans.
Wheelersburg holds on to the ball for 7 minutes and 23 seconds. A 15-play drive that began on their own 41, so a 59-yard drive. They had 4 first downs, all of them on the ground. And the score, an 8-yard run by Kyle Davis. As he carries it in, Daylor Lewis's kick makes it Wheelersburg 35, Valley 7 in this battle of the unbeatens. SOC Division II, first place, sole possession of first place on the line right here. Valley ranked number 1 in their division, which is Division 6, Region 21. Wheelersburg ranked number 2 in Division 5, Region 17, and they'll pick up a passful of points should this continue through the next 10 minutes and 35 seconds. Last 2 times Lewis has kicked it, it's been a shorty, and they recovered 1. And his kick is a shorty again, and it's caught and dropped.
Lewis's kick covered by
And it's recovered for Valley, and on top of it over there that time for Valley was Sam Basham. So Basham takes the kick and falls on it, so Valley will have the ball with 10:31 to go in this game. And they've got the ball in good field position on their own 49-yard line. But they trail 35-7, so they're down 4 scores. We'll see what they come up with as Ryan Rolfe brings his team up. Left-hand side, it's Drew Wolford as the tight end over there. They're going to put a man in motion. That's Blake Howard. They're going to throw underneath to Wolford. Wolford is hit hard over there. And it looks like Darnell did a good whacking on there. Jeremy Cooper was also playing over there. Wolford got whacked pretty good. It looked like he had some room, but Darnell closed fast. It'll be now 2nd down and 7 to go with 10 minutes to play in this ball game. High school football on the zone sent your way by the Scioto Trail Animal Clinic. Also brought to you by Gaddy's Pizza on 11th Street in Portsmouth. And the Portsmouth Tennis Club on Kendall Avenue, where not only they have tennis, they have instruction. Nice pickup by Basham. Basham should be close to and past the first down sticker. And the way they mark it, he's going to be short of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and 1. As Basham takes him that far. And again, Valley in a 3rd down situation. They have yet to convert on 3rd tonight. Way out to the left side goes senior Kenny Williams. And they're going to go with Rolfe. Rolfe gets away. Now he's got the first down by a couple of yards before he's brought down over there. And bringing him down there that time was Jeremy Cooper for Wheelersburg. Cooper brings him down. Cooper, 5'8", 185-pound sophomore, getting a lot of playing time in. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley. That's their first down or 3rd down conversion of the night. Williams, Burke on the right. They're going to put Blake Howard in motion. Fake to him. Rolfe throws. He's got a man open, and Romanello gets tripped up in the feet of the defender. And we've got a hanky down about the 27-yard line. Let's see what they call that. Of course, The Wheelersburg side would call that incidental contact. Instead, they're going to call a defensive hold against Wheelersburg. I've seen one of those calls now 2 weeks in a row, and I didn't see one the whole rest of the year. So a defensive holding against Wheelersburg. And it'll be a first down by way of the penalty. Romanello stride for stride with the defender. Williams out to the right in the slot is Howard. And Rolfe again under pressure. And again he's going to be sacked about the 47-yard line. And there's Bivens brings him down. Bivens has had a heck of a game tonight. Another sack. And we got a hanky down someplace over there about the 41-yard line. Let's see what they say about that one. Bernie Hensley comes over to tell us the latest news. Illegal block against Valley is refused, as they'll lose just as much on that sack, if not more. And they won't have to sacrifice the down. So now second down from the 49. They have to get down to the 24. So a 25-yard gain is necessary to pick up the first down. Ryan Rolfe has had fits from Wheelersburg all night. Howard gets tripped up early, cuts back, and going to get down to about the 46 before he's finished off by Bivens. So not nearly enough for the first down. That's going to make a third down and about a light year to go. Have to get from the 46 down to the 24. Third down and many to go for Valley. Way out to the left side goes Derek Burke. Out to the right comes Kenny Williams. They've got a slot man on the left as well. Rolfe again under pressure. Keaton Newsom chases him, and Rolfe gets loose. He's across the 40. He's down to the 30 and out of bounds on about the 24-yard line, and that should be enough for the first down. It's going to be very close to the stick. Let's see if he should have taken one step more. They're going to mark that baby down, and it looks to me like there's, from where the stick is, that's plenty. By about a football length. Yes, first down on the run by Brian Rolfe. Nice recovery. And Valley picks up a first down inside the 25-yard line of the Pirates. We have 7 minutes, 27 seconds to go. You're watching high school football on the Zone, presented by all the Zone Country locations of the Portsmouth Public Library and by Ohio Automotive Group. Pitch to the tailback. That's Howard. Blake Howard gets through the 25-yard or the 20-yard line down to about the 20 or the 18. Keep wanting to call that one the 20-something, and it's the 18-something. Actually, they're going to give him down to about the 17. So second down and 1, 2, 3 to go for Valley. Tonight's game brought to you by OPA, Heroes and More on 11th Street, by Osco Industries, by Smith's Drugs, and by all the Zone Country locations of Sunspot Tanning. Rolfe tosses to Howard, and Howard has enough for the first down. 2 of the first downs on this drive by way of the pass. And the Indians will have the ball, 1st and 10 to go on about the 13-yard line of the Pirates. Valley with 6:45 to play here still has 2 timeouts, as does the Pirates team. Rolfe on the year, 59 out of 99 for 1,158 yards, and he has been harassed all night. He throws now, got a man in the end zone. That's going to be picked. Nope, not picked. Out of the hands of Jordan Howard. And so it'll be 2nd and 10. Jordan Howard grabs that ball and out of his hands quickly. Rolfe had a man, but he threw underneath him. And so Rolfe will set his team now with a 2nd down and 10 to go. Clock stops with 6:25 remaining in the game. Don't forget, after the game tonight, the wrap-up presented by Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Rolfe throws, got a man, and bounced out of his hands. Actually, Howard had something to do with that, as they were looking for Derek Burke in there. So now it'll be 3rd and 10 for Valley. Not using much time here on the incompletion. Still 6:19. So it'll be 3rd and 10 to go. Valley has to get down to about between the 4 and 5 for the 1st down. Our game tonight sent your way by your hometown university, Shawnee State University, as well as the Battery Terminal in Ashland and the Kennel Lodge at 7th and Market Street in Portsmouth. Brian Rolfe has 3 men to the left, puts one in motion, fakes to him and tosses to his man in the end zone. And it's loose. Romanello over there, and we've got a flag. Or do we? And let's see what we've got here. And let's see what they've got. As the play started on the 13-yard line. A discussion by the officials. Pass interference, it's declined. Touchdown Valley. A 13-yard toss to Romanello. They declined the penalty. The touchdown is good. And with 6:11 to play, Valley's on the board again. 4-minute and 20-second drive. Probably took a little longer than they thought, but because of the incompletion, it didn't take nearly as long as it could have. There's the kick, and it's off to the left. It's short. Nothing on that one at all. That one came up short, and as we come back up the field, Wheelersburg 35 and Valley has 13. Back with the kickoff right after this.
King's Daughters is bringing innovation and expertise to Ohio. Working together with doctors in our region, our new hospital now is available right across town. The best technology for orthopedics, cardiology, urology, and more is now the closest technology, because high-quality healthcare really matters. And now it's available close to what matters. King's Daughters Medical Center, Ohio is a team dedicated to world-class healthcare for Portsmouth.
Valley takes 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go 51 yards. And they push it across. 12-play drive, excuse me, can't read my own writing. As Romanello takes the 13-yard pass from Rolfe. And here with 6:11 to go, Wheelersburg leads Valley by the score 35-13 in this battle of the unbeatens here in the 4th quarter of play with 6:11 to go. And we suspect that Brian Rolfe will be trying to get Valley back in possession of the ball. High school football on the zone sent your way by the UPS store on 11th Street, by the Wheelersburg Cinema, and also brought to you by Rutman Burnside Realty and Staker's Drugs downtown, the west side, and in Wheelersburg. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you for being there. Rolfe will get ready to approach, and there it is, a shorty. It's going to bounce in midfield and picked up and taken a knee pretty quick on it for Wheelersburg was Taylor Dorr. Good thinking on his part, as he's going to give his club the ball with 6:07 to play, and his team will have it on their own 34-yard line. High school football on the zone is sent your way tonight by Loot Supply and American Standard Water Heater, by Weeks Record, by Headlines Hair Salon and Merle Norman Cosmetics. Also brought to you by the McKinley Funeral Home here in Lucasville, and Steve Conley and the folks at Money Concepts. There's a quick toss. It's going to Bivens. Bivens is down the sideline, close to the 50, driven out of bounds. Actually, they're going to mark him about the 47, but it's going to be enough for a first down for the Pirates. By way of the pass. 6 minutes exactly. We're halfway through this fourth quarter of play. Wheelersburg with the ball and the lead. Next week, they face the West Senators in the annual Pumpkin Bowl. Sent your way, sponsored by The Zone, with the winner of that receiving the Pumpkin Football Trophy. Davis gets forward to about the 49 before he's wrapped and brought down. And on him there, Gavin Yezel, and also at the bottom of the pile there for Wheelersburg that time, for Valley that time, comes J.T. Ward. So a pickup of a pair for Davis. It'll be second down and 8 to go. The ball just a yard short of midfield. As Wheelersburg comes up. Pirates send a couple out to the right side. They're going to give it inside instead to Jordan Howard. He's going to break midfield and get down to about the 49 or 8-yard line of the Indians. So that'll make it third down and mid to long range. About 6 yards to go. And so with third down and 4:53 to go, Valley trying to stop Wheelersburg on this third down play. Wheelersburg has had good luck on third downs tonight, starting early when they got a couple of fortunate things going their way. And they have continued. They're going to toss to the right side. Howard's got enough for first down as he gets down inside the 40, down to about the 38 on the pass play. And excuse me, that was not Howard, that was Jake Darnell. And that one by the pass as well. First down, 39-yard line. Our game tonight, sent your way by Real Estate Gallery Incorporated. Also brought to you by Dempsey's Heating and Cooling, by Memorial Burial Park in Wheelersburg, and by Supreme Pest Control. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you. And Wheelersburg calls timeout with 4:06 to go. Back after this.
Welcome to Kennel Lodge of Portsmouth. Kennel Lodge is a complete pet boarding facility that creates a family stay environment that includes luxurious style kennels, a huge outdoor play area, and the daily care your pets deserve. Leanne and Kevin Abner include a staff that truly understands everything that your pets need, from grooming, the HydroSurge bathing process, and of course, the element of love. Located at 7th and Market Street in Portsmouth, call 353-9804. The next time you need pet boarding and care, they make your pets feel like they're on vacation too.
High school football on the Zone, sent your way by Elise Cohen Real Estate. Also brought to you by Holbrook Pharmacy. In addition to that, brought to you by King's Daughters Medical Center, Ohio. Toro Loco. And also brought to you by the Portsmouth Tennis Club. Lessons, leagues, and now, if you're more inclined to something a little bit lighter, they have pickleball at Portsmouth Tennis Club on Kendall Avenue in Portsmouth. From the full house, they're going to pitch left to the left halfback. And Jordan Howard picks up enough to get down to about the 38-yard line. Kenny Williams will knock him down. And also on the tackle that time, Blake Brewer. So it'll be second down and about 5 to go. The Wheelersburg Pirates looking to tack their record up at 9-0 and be undefeated in the SOC Division II, as they will head into the game against the West Senators next week at home. And Howard again gets through and down to the first down yardage He'll be stopped over there by Levi Witt. And another first down for Wheelersburg. Wheelersburg, 147 boys, 163 girls enrolled according to the official EMIS enrollment statistics, state of Ohio, making them Division 5. And on a counter, Keaton Newsom's going to get down inside the 20. So with 2:51 to go, Wheelersburg still using ball control. This is the 40th meeting between these two teams. Wheelersburg leads 34-5 in the series. One of the interesting notes that you notice about Wheelersburg, any team that they have played more than 5 games, they have winning records over those teams, except for the Ironton Fighting Tigers. From the eye, going to keep it from Davis. Davis is going to scoot his way down to about the 16 or 17. So with all the games Wheelersburg has played over the years, any team they have played more than 5 times, they have a winning record in the series, except for the Ironton Tigers, who tonight are playing the Chesapeake Panthers and leading Chesapeake 21-14 in the 4th in a big OVC game. Full house, tight ends. Davis drops it, and he gets through. They do not bring him down, and he makes a chocolate cake out of a spilled batter. Davis did a great job coming through there. Another first down. Everybody closed in on the ball. Davis calmly picked it up and picked up a first down. It'll now be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for the Wheelersburg Pirates with 1:15 to play. The Pirates are going to drop back in the victory formation and take a knee. And Davis drops the ball again, but he takes the knee with 58 seconds to go. Wheelersburg taking the victory formation and taking their time as the clock will keep on running. Don't forget, next week, the Pumpkin Bowl at Wheelersburg, Zone sponsoring the trophy for that annual event between the two big orange and black teams that always occurs close to or on Halloween weekend. Kyle Davis will take a knee on that, but the officials are taking a little time to chat here. And Wheelersburg will take their 2nd win in a row. Valley took the series 2 games in a row, Davis's first 2 years of school. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Valley, that'll be half the distance. With 27 seconds to go, it looks like Davis is still going into the victory formation, as he will take the knee there, and will indeed do that. And that's all they'll have to do unless Valley calls timeout. And so Wheelersburg will end the ball game up, as Wheelersburg will come out on top in this battle of the unbeaten. Wheelersburg 35, Valley 13. And that will keep Wheelersburg on the undefeated track. Valley will drop their first ball game of the season, as they'll take on the big backyard rival, the Minford Falcons, a week from tonight. Stay tuned. We'll have our Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling wrap-up when we return to Valley High School right after this.
Go nuts for donuts at Krispy Kreme, across from Portsmouth High School.
Welcome back to Valley High School in the battle of the unbeatens, Wheelersburg comes out on top by the score of 35-13 over the Valley Indians. Our wrap-up tonight presented by Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling. Don't forget Donnie Martin, licensed in Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia. Game started out tonight. Everybody was full of excitement and ready to go. Wheelersburg and Valley started off stopping each other early in the ball game. Then with 8:21 to go in the first quarter, Wheelersburg started on their own 14, put together a 3.5-minute drive that took 9 plays, went 86 yards, a 49-yard reception for Wheelersburg by Tanner Bivens. That was really a deflected ball, and he very alertly grabbed that baby and scooted down the left side. Wheelersburg led with 4:54 to go in the first quarter by the score of 7-0. Valley started off trying to catch up, but they were intercepted as Rolfe, who had a really, really rough time tonight, as one of the things that Coach Crabtree mentioned he thought would happen was that Wheelersburg was sending all kinds of people and stacking them up in the box, and Wheelersburg was sending them, and Rolfe had some fits with that this evening. So that rushed Rolfe, and he was intercepted. Wheelersburg took the ball, was unable to convert it, but still held Valley on their possession. And then with 3 seconds to go in the first quarter, Wheelersburg took the ball on their own 35 and proceeded to put together a 5-minute and 48-second drive. Took 11 plays, 65 yards. They got 5 first downs on that drive, including 4 of them on the ground. Jordan Howard, a 3-yard run, and Wheelersburg was up 14-0. Valley got it back immediately on the kickoff and scooted down the side. Bryce Romanello took the ball. Then he lateral tossed, whatever you want to call it, to Blake Howard, who took it all the way, an 85-yard run on the kickoff return. And all of a sudden, our score was 1 touchdown with 6:04 to go in the first half, 14-7. But Wheelersburg came back, started putting a drive together, but then Gavin Yezel intercepted the pass for Valley, gave Valley the ball back with 3:44, and a lot of the Valley fans thought that that was going to be their key as they started on their own 35, put together at least 1 first down there, but they were penalized a couple of times along the way and ended up having to punt with about 1.5 minutes to go in the half. Wheelersburg rode out the half, and at halftime, when we broke for the Trinidad Orthopedics and Sports Center halftime report, the score was 14-7. Coming out in the second half, Valley got the ball, was unable to convert, and so they punted it off to Wheelersburg, who started on their own 20, put together what I don't know if we could call a drive, but didn't really last very long. It was 57 seconds, and it was a 2-play drive. First yard down for Wheelersburg, and then Taylor Dorr took the pass. 57 seconds is what was used on the clock, and with 8:36 to go, Wheelersburg was up 21-7. That's in the third quarter. Daylor Lewis then launched an onside kick that was recovered by Lewis himself, and at 8:53, Wheelersburg had the ball again, and a 43-yard run by Jordan Howard and a 4-yard TD dash by Jordan Howard on a little dive play completed a 2-play 49-yard drive, and all of a sudden, with 7:57 to go in that third quarter, Wheelersburg, in a 2.5-minute span, had jumped up to a 3-touchdown, 28-7 lead. You're watching the Donnie Martin wrap-up, by the way. Valley tried to take the ball. They lost the ball on downs with 5:58 in the third. Wheelersburg took the ball on their own 41, put together a drive that took 7 minutes and 23 seconds. 4 rushing first downs. They went 59 yards. Used up, again, 7 minutes, 23 seconds off that clock. Kyle Davis, an 8-yard run to cap the drive, and Wheelersburg was ahead 35-7. Valley came right back and started on their own 49, put together a 12-play drive that they managed to score. 13-yard pass to Romanello, made it 35-13 as Valley was able to put together 4 first downs, but 2 of them were rushing, 2 of them passing. But again, it took 4 minutes, 20 seconds. And so with 6:11 to go, Valley was down 35-13. Wheelersburg took the ensuing kickoff and ate the ball for the rest of the half. Wheelersburg took the ball the last 6 minutes and 7 seconds of this ball game and took the ball from their own 34, reached down inside the Valley 10, and then took a knee for the last minute and a half of the ball game. Valley did not get a chance to get their hands on it the whole rest of the time. And the key thing tonight, if you need 2 things to talk about, one is that Wheelersburg held on to the ball and ate the ball. And secondly, their defense stopped Valley from converting 3rd down conversions. And that was the 2 big things in the ball game tonight. You're watching the Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling wrap-up from here, where Wheelersburg has defeated Valley by the score of 35-7. And we'll be back with more of the wrap-up and the presentation of our player awards when we return right after this.
The sun is always shining at Sunspot Tanning Salons. We are your #1 source for that deeper, darker, lasting tan, and not just during summer, all year long. Our high-tech equipment gives you that perfect coloring by offering quality tanning in a clean, cool, and controlled environment for everyone from beginners and beyond. Excellent up-to-date products and various locations with convenient hours. You won't have to wait for the sun to look fine.
Welcome to the Sunspot, where the sun always shines.
Welcome back to Valley High School, where Wheelersburg has just defeated Valley tonight in the big battle of the unbeatens by the score of 35-13. And in our ball game tonight, you've been watching the Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling wrap-up, and part of that wrap-up is going to be the presenting of our player awards tonight. And it's we always like to recognize on defense when a defensive lineman gets a chance to do something great. And lots of good hard hitting by the Wheelersburg line tonight. But, you know, a senior defensive lineman doesn't get many chances to get his name in the spotlight. So our Toro Loco defensive player of the game tonight, we're going to award to one of the Valley Indians. And that's going to be for his interception that he made at 3:44 of the second quarter, giving the Valley the ball on their own 35-yard line. And that's Gavin Yazel. Gavin, 6 feet tall, 222-pound senior, number 74 for the Valley Indians, and he's going to be our Toro Loco player of the game. Now it's time also to talk about our Player of the Game award, and our Player of the Game award tonight is going to be presented, as always, by Compass Community Care Center. As Compass Community Care serving you and everybody in the community. And we're going to present our Player of the Game Player of the Game award tonight. And it's going to be to a young man who really controlled the ball game and kept things rolling, kept his team in control, kept his head about him. And we saw a couple of instances where he really recovered from like fumbles and picked them up and made some positive things out of them. And our Compass Community Care Center Player of the Game award tonight is going to go to Wheelersburg's number 2. That's going to be Kyle Davis. Kyle is a 6 foot tall, 175-pound senior, and he wears number 2 for the Pirates. And we're going to present our Compass Community Care Center Player of the Game award tonight to Kyle Davis of Wheelersburg. Again, our defensive player of the game, Gavin Yazel of Valley. So that pretty much wraps it up from here. Wheelersburg goes to 8-0, Valley to 7-1. Valley with the backyard brawl against Minford next week. Wheelersburg will be at the Pumpkin Bowl at home, as the zone will present the Pumpkin Bowl trophy to the winner of next week's game between the West Senators and the Wheelersburg Pirates, as the Pirates will try to close out their season undefeated with a record of 10-0 as they take on Coach Ben Johnson's West Senators. So the Pirates, who for the first time this season give up more than 8 points to an opponent. They've shut out 2 this year, but the first time this year, Valley scores 13. Everybody else has scored less than 8, but then again, Valley was undefeated coming into this game, so you would expect them to achieve some things that maybe some other opposition had not. So the Pirates go on, and we'll see them next week. Valley will go on to take on the Minford Falcons next week. As we'll end up here on our Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling wrap-up show talking about our sponsors tonight. We want to say special thanks to them as we say thanks to Ohio Pest Control, Jason Conley Truck Sales, Falcon1.net, and Minford TV, Elise Cohen Real Estate, William Deaver, Attorney at Law, William McKinley and everybody at the McKinley Funeral Home in Lucasville, Holbrook Pharmacy, Steve Conley and Money Concepts, Supreme Pest Control, Weeks Wrecker, Headlines Hair Salon and Merle Norman Cosmetics, Staker's Drugs, Memorial Burial Park in Wheelersburg, Rutman Burnside Realty, J.D. Niddle and everybody at Dean Niddle and Sons at Robinson and Franklin in Portsmouth, the Wheelersburg Cinema, Dempsey's Heating and Cooling, Wagner Rental and Supply, the Goodwin Group, UPS Store, the Kennel Lodge, the Battery Terminal, Sunspot Tanning, Smith's Drugs, Shawnee State University, Osco Industries, the Salvation Army, OPA, Heroes and more, the Ohio Automotive Group, the Portsmouth Public Library, Portsmouth Cinema 8, Oak Tree Construction, Sideline Pizza, Monroe's Frame and Collision, Infinity Home Healthcare, H. Powell Insurance Agency, Rallies, the Scioto Trail Animal Clinic, Jason Bentley and Associates, Desco Federal Credit Union, Goodwill Industries, Pro Pest Control, the Krispy Kreme Donut Shop, Georgian Portraits, Portsmouth Tennis Club, Bob and Floyd's, Boland's, Baird and Murphin Insurance, All About Air, Gaddy's Pizza, Compass Community Care Center, Donnie Martin Heating and Cooling, Toro Loco, Scioto Trail Animal Clinic, Trinidad Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Sideline Pizza, Real Estate Gallery, and King's Daughters Medical Center, Ohio. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and thanks to you for being there. We'll see you next week when we'll present the Pumpkin Bowl from Wheelersburg High School. West and Wheelersburg will be doing battle, and we remind you that our final score here tonight in this SOC Division II contest was the Wheelersburg Pirates 35, the Valley Indians 13. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I'm Tony Lavender. So long.